Good morning, Ananda. Now let us see the logic for heap construction using array implementation. Let us consider min heap. And for the construction process, we have two methods we have discussed. We will go with the second method. In the second method, what we have done is that, like one by one in a sequence, one node we try to insert, and after inserting the node, we have to check whether it is following the heap order property or not. If it is not satisfying heap order property, we need to do some swaps among the keys of the nodes, and then we have to go for the next insertion. That is sequence of insertion of the nodes one after another. That is the second method what we have seen. Let us implement that second method using array. So here, as it is using array implementation, the size of the heap is limited with the predefined size. That predefined size, let's take it as max size, that is 10 only. So in the heap, at most 10 nodes we can store, and n is for referring number of nodes as we go on adding, and I, let us use it for representing node number, and to represent the heap, that is the array data structure, let us take it as heap of 10. So taking all these things into consideration, now let us write the code for insert. Void insert. What we want to insert, the item we have to pass, and initially we have to check that whenever we are going for inserting a new node, we have to check whether heap is already full or not. Let us check for the case. If n is equal to max size minus 1, if it reaches the maximum value, we can say that heap is already full, so it is not possible for insertion. It is the else case, we have to go for inserting a new node. Now let us consider the different cases. If it is the first node, if it is the first node, something like, let us consider the list of nodes, list of key values 20, 18, 15, like that. So if it is the first node 20, what we have to do is that 20 directly we have to add to the heap. So 20 will become the first node of the heap. Then how to make the 20 as first node? It is simply, here we have to, I we have defined representing the node number, and globally we have to define n equal to 0. Let us take the number of nodes globally, n is referring 0 initially. So our node number should be, it should start from 1. For that, let us take I equal to plus n. So the first I value I gets is 1, because n is 0, plus 1 it gives a value 1. So into heap of I we have to place 20. So if it is the first time you are calling insert method, it will be heap of this I equal to simply that item, and we can print that item is inserted successfully. This is the case for the first node. Then if it is the second node, if 18 is the second node and this 20 is numbered at 1 and 18 will come its left, it will be at position 2. Now the second time when the same method is called, and here one item is already added, so in the second iteration this n is 1, now it will become, n will be 1 and I will be 2. I will be 2, second item we have to add. Now for second item onwards, now we have to compare it with the previous ones and we have to check for the heap order property. For that, we need to check it with a loop. This I is not equal to 1 and I should not be equal to 1. I should start from 2 onwards, and if the new item, the second item 18 is less than heap of I by 2. What is our current I value? Current I value is 2. So heap of I by 2 is nothing but heap of 1. Heap of 1 means 20 and our item is 18, and this 18, 20 we are comparing, and if this item is lesser, what we have to do is this value we have to push it up and this 20 should come down. It is for that, let us do heap of I, which is heap of 2. Heap of 2, let us push 20. Where is our 20? It is at I by 2 location. Then we have to make I equal to I by 2. By repeating this set of instructions, now for this particular case, now what happened? Heap of 2 equal to heap of 1. So heap of 2 into, we are keeping heap of 1, which is 20, and then I equal to I by 2, and I is made now 1. After coming out of this loop, we have a statement here, heap of I equal to item. What is our I now? It is 1. Heap of 1 equal to item. So heap of 1 is this and our item value is 18. So with this repetitive or recursive set of instructions, we could check here before adding the new item here, we could check whether it is satisfying heap order property or not. If it is not satisfying heap order property, if the item is less than this, we have to go for doing this swap of items with this statement and this statement. Okay, so this is how we can continue this, like we can continuously or recursively call this insert method for all the number of nodes. We can do the construction of the heap using our array implementation. So similarly, we can go for the delete implementation also using arrays, and the display of heap also we can do. Now let us discuss another thing, that is the applications of this heap data structure. What are the different applications of heap data structure? And if you observe in computer science, in the department of computer science, there are so many areas in which we find applications of hash data structure. The different areas are like, if you consider operating systems. Operating systems, while they are processing the jobs, if you want to process the jobs in the order of their burst times or in the order of their decreasing length, in the order of decreasing length, then we have to definitely go for heap data structure. And in the networks, if you observe in the networks, while routing the packets, while forwarding the packets, if you want to order the packets in terms of the urgency, then you can go for heap data structure. Or if you do with like considering the frequency of symbols, more frequent symbols have to be gone through compression process. That application also we need to use heap data structure. And finally it is that in the simple sorting method, wherein each time the process happens in such a way, finding the minimum and put it in the sorted list. This will be the fourth application. So like this we can observe there are so many areas in computer science where this heap data structure is playing a crucial role. Thank you.